Hi, Mitch. It's a pleasure talking to you. My question is about the Jaguar season so far because at the beginning of the season, everyone had a lot of doubts about Jaguar's car because of the powertrain problems and other situations in the preseason and the first races. But I think since São Paulo, Jaguar becomes strong, and to be honest, for me, is the best powertrain on the grid. So I want to know, how is it for you, all this process to see the team's evolution? What is it surprising for you, or did you know from the start how strong Jaguar could be?
Yeah, I think we had a slow-ish start for our standards in Mexico, but I think we started to really show a lot more potential in Saudi Arabia. I qualified on the front row. If you want to take Envision as well, they'll obviously go to Jaguar powertrain. Seb took a pole position in Saudi as well. So I think from there we started to see a bit more of our real performance. On the Jaguar racing side, Sam had a podium early on, which was great for him. I had a trickier start. I had a few problems in Saudi. I had obviously the India thing with Sam, but that was not really performance related. And obviously we had a penalty, and I had to drive through in Cape Town when I was kind of battling in that podium position. So I think overall performance started to look really positive from Saudi, but from like a championship point of view, like my season really only got started in Sao Paulo. And obviously, it was a Jaguar powertrain lockout in Sao Paulo, but I feel like that could have happened maybe earlier on. So I think we've had a really strong season so far as a manufacturer. It was our first time having a customer team. Vision's done a really good job so far with a package, but Jaguar can take a lot of pride in their performances. It's kind of hard to say who's got the strongest powertrain. I think it's probably a close match between us and Porsche. But I think everyone at Jaguar can be very proud of the package that's been produced. We've won quite a few races this year. I think is it 6 or 7 as a powertrain, and I think Porsche are on the same. So it's been a good fight with them so far, but I think overall it's been a very strong season for Jaguar. We've still got a really good chance of winning the championship and the teams, and obviously Envision looking strong as well. So I think overall it's been a solid start to Gen 3. And hopefully we can continue on kind of the base or the foundations we've built this year and take it to another step for next year. Yeah, obviously it's always difficult. It's not an easy process, not an easy situation. I found myself in these kind of tricky situations a few times on Fórmula E, so you kind of get better at dealing with it. But obviously this one was all on me. So you feel very you just feel bad. You feel like you've got a responsibility, and if you make a mistake like that, you just feel like you let a lot of people down. So look, it's kind of up to me, I guess, to make sure the spirit's still there, that the motivation's still there. It's very easy for us to kind of just give up on the title so far. But for example, I was in the simulator yesterday preparing. We've had meetings, etc., preparing for London, and the motivation is still totally there. We've not just got the drivers, also got the teams championship to try and win. But yeah, it's tricky because it was like my only mistake of the year, but it just come at a really bad time. So not only has it sort of hurt my chances, it obviously took out Nick, and it's hurt his chances as well. He's still got a pretty good shot, but obviously he would be in a better position if it wasn't for that. So yeah, I'm trying not to let it get to me too much. Because I feel like I've done a lot of good stuff this year and I don't want that to overshadow it. But it's one of these situations where it's just it's very difficult also to just swallow and move on. So yeah, it's still relatively fresh and raw. But now I just have to go into London. I mean, kind of like any other race weekend, I guess. Just trying to win both. It sounds optimistic, but that's how we try and go racing, right? And I guess with a little bit less pressure because realistically, my chances are very slim. Yeah, it would have been nice to go with obviously a really close fight between myself, Jake, and Nick. But just obviously off the back of the second race, it's obviously helped Jake a lot. And yeah, is what it is, I guess.
So it's two questions in one. I want to change the focus a little bit. So I want to know, what is your favorite moment of this season on track? It could be an overtake, a win, anything. And also I want to know your favorite moment off track, Formula E related, of course.
On track. There's a couple. I think our 1, 2 in Berlin as a team is definitely going to be up there. I think also our Sao Paulo win, because we've had a Jaguar powertrain on each step of the podium.
And you celebrating on a Jaguar as well.
In Sao Paulo, yeah,
because the podium. I was there and it was super fun.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, it was meant to be. I had to jump on that thing. It was cool. I wasn't sure if it was going to break or not, but it seemed to take my weight. So yeah, that was cool moment. And off track, I mean, that is kind of one, I guess. When you share the moments and memories with the team, it's very special. Because everyone's kind of working towards the same goal, and once you achieve it, it's great. And yeah, that was a great one. I think, yeah, Berlin was fantastic. I'm just trying to think of other off track highlights or memories. Maybe Rose can help me if she can think of something.
You went to the rooftop in Mexico, which was quite a cool shoot. You've done some interesting meal tastings in Brazil, a couple of places that we went to. Out on a yacht in Monaco. These are all the crazy places that we just throw Mitch into in the build up to the race.
Yeah, I mean, look, I'm lucky I get to do some cool stuff on top of the driving side. Yeah, we did a really cool helipad shoot in Mexico. You could see the whole city. It was very cool. Went to a very amazing restaurant in Sao Paulo where the chef cooked salmon ice, some incredible food. Yeah, I mean, it's what else? Yeah, obviously the shoot in Monaco on the boat and in the Mediterranean. So quite hard to beat. So to choose one is tricky. Good question. I'll take all of August off and try and enjoy the summer. It's been a big season. We got more races this year, so I'm looking forward to a break. And then I'm sure Rose and her team will keep me busy during the off season with stuff. But yeah, there'll be promotional stuff, all the usual things. We've got some test days that we still have to do. And they're kind of spread out a little bit until Valencia. There's always things happening. I've got a company as well. I've got an investment company that I'm a co-founder of. So I'm quite busy with that. Start training, preparing, enjoy August, let my hair down a bit, and then enjoy, getting back into a season, start putting the focus towards season 10. But nothing really crazy planned. No, I won't be doing. I mean, at this stage, no other racing's planned for me. I just try and dedicate myself just to Formula E. That could change, but at the moment, just just Formula E stuff. So, we'll have to wait and see. But nothing crazy. But you want to be relatively busy. You don't want to be doing nothing because it's a long off season with us. So, but I'm sure the team will keep me busy. That's for sure.
You are at the Jaguars since the beginning, so you were able to see how much the team grew over the years. So how is it for you? Because you have a lot of drivers on the grid that change the teams a lot of times, but you are one of the fewest that just drove for one team until now. So how is this feeling? How you feel about this?
Yeah, I think it's quite a cool story. They give me my break into professional motorsport. And we've kind of grown at the same time and producing obviously some really good results. We've had 9 wins together so far, and we continue to get stronger. We're still obviously yet to get the big target, which is obviously the championship for both teams and drivers. But we've been very close, and I'm sure it's just a matter of time. But yeah, obviously very much feel part of the family, and the furniture at Jaguar Land Rover. So yeah, I mean, I've not experienced any other team, so I can't really. It's kind of hard to know how it will be with another team, but it feels good to have that trust from the team and for them to really be behind me. So yeah, it's cool. I really enjoy working with the brand, obviously, and they've got some really big plans coming up from 2025, and to be part of that next phase of Jaguar's history is going to be very, very exciting. So yeah, I've got no real plans to be moving from here anytime soon.
Okay, bye guys. Thank you, Mitch.
Bye.
E aí, gostaram? Não esqueça de deixar aquela curtida, aquele comentário, compartilhe nosso conteúdo e, claro, segue o Entre Fórmulas nas redes sociais e acesse o nosso site entreformulas.com.br para ficar por dentro de tudo. Até a próxima!